Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us over here in Kanchanaburi, and we're in for a real treat today. We're going to see something that is just absolutely mind-boggling. We're going to take a look at an 18-meter tall carved Guan Yin statue that's made out of teak wood. That's got 1,000 arms, 1,000 eyes, and it's just unbelievable. And what we're going to look at is, I know this temple is hard to pronounce. Wat Metta Bodhiyan or something like that. I'll put it up on the screen. This one is it is unbelievable. We're just kind of out here in rural Kanchanaburi, and it looks like a job site, you know, because they are building some amazing things. So anyway, let's look around here. I'll talk a little bit about what we'll see, and we'll enjoy this. Now, from the outside, it doesn't look like anything much. There's just construction material strung about, and there's these kind of tin buildings. And what they're doing over here is these guys have some big ambitions. They're going to build a Buddha statue that's 165 meters tall. And I was up here about almost 3 years ago. And this was just a little bit of dirt work that they were doing, and you can see the cranes. The base itself is going to be 108 meters. That's what this platform that it's on. So you can see how much they've done, and they're well on their way. It was supposed to be done in 4 years, and that was several years ago when they started it. So they might be a little bit behind schedule. And then over here we got another hall that they're building on. We'll look at it really quick, and then we'll look at the Guan Yin. These guys are over here with their machines doing whatever. And all of this is new here. The hall, I didn't know they were going to build this on it, but they're building another hall right here. And over here, this is the workshop where they do the hand carving. Yeah, there's so much going on here. It's a busy place. And they're planning on having like dragons going along the road as you come in. This will be just unbelievable. You can see they've added all this here since I was here last. They've carved in that marble. And then this is the inside of the hall. Oh, it's really coming along also. I'll try to get in here. Let's see if I can walk around to get in. Yeah, so this is the bones right here, the skeleton of a hall that'll look just like this. You can see they've painted all up here, installing all that wood. This is going to be fantastic. This temple here is not too old, but they're really going gangbusters. I don't know where they get their money to do all the construction. I was talking to some of the locals about it, and they think maybe that people from China are donating money to the temple. But what a cavernous hall. You can see they're putting like wagon wheels up there around the top. And they've got some of the ceiling in. Oh, this is really cool. And I think the Buddha images that they've carved, they're going to put them in here. So you can see, these are the wheels. They've painted them and stuff, and they're installing them over there. They got the lift. That's so cool. So this is what they're installing. So they got these guys that got this one ready to go up there. That's way cool. And they're doing all the woodworking here. And then they'll put a wheel in this one over here. And those will just be up there across the top, a little breezeway. And you see here they have all the wood and everything up in the walls. Then they'll have some little windows. And they're going to put some blue glass up there across the top. Yeah, this is really nice. It is way, way further along than whenever I was here last time, but 3 years worth of construction, and they're still not done with just this building. You see they're building the little iron gable. There is another hall back over there. We'll look at it last. That's on the other side of that red iron. And you can see the size of these columns that are going to be the support. They're concrete, and then they'll put the faux wood on the outside. And this is the one that'll be on the south end over here. Here we got some chickens on the hoof here, right in the middle of the parking lot. And right over here, this is the cool part. Let's look over here and see if we can see these guys carving some of the big statues. Here are the carvings. And they're not carving today, they're painting right over here. They're doing some of the little support beams and stuff. They're doing a little bit of welding. But they've carved all of these over here, and they'll move them into one of those big halls. They got all their equipment and stuff here. And this is the main part of the temple here. And like I said, you can't tell that this is anything important from the outside. But the reclining Buddha made out of the teak wood itself is just unbelievable. You can see they've carved the face. You got the little Buddha symbol on the chest. Yeah, I don't know how long it is. It's quite large. It has the little lotus flowers and stuff there. Then we have some of the Chinese imagery here. And then over here is a Ganesh. We'll look at it and you can see all the incense and stuff that's burning here. So the Ganesh has all the regular stuff, the tusk. You can see his broken tusk is in his hand. He's got the lotus flower. And then right here, these are the little rats. And what you do is you come up here, if you want to make a wish, is you cover this ear and then you whisper in this one's ear. And the reason why is if you tell the rat something, if you don't cover the other ear, it goes right out of its head. But if you cover it, it stays in its head, and then it'll run up here and it'll tell the Ganesh what you want. And that's how you can make a wish come true here, by coming to the Ganesh. Okay, now let's go in and look at the amazing Guan Yin statue. This is the coolest image I've ever seen. I went to one in China one time that they'd carved like a 2-story Buddha out of a living tree. The tree was still alive, and they'd carved an image and had a little building built up around it, and it was amazing. But this one here is just on another level, and that's right here in this hall. And you can't even see it because they got this cover here that kind of blocks your view. And I don't know if this will come down someday after they get all the Buddha images and stuff. I don't think so. They've carved into these columns here and have these images. But it is the Chinese architecture. You can see all the little red lanterns and the dragons and stuff. But how cool is this? That is just amazing. And then these guys over here with the little workshop right next to it. You have all the incense burning. The Chinese music is playing. And then here we go into this. You see that new building will look just like this. It'll have the little walkway around it. And they put some metal wooden shutters, or metal wood window shutters over the top of it. And then we got images here behind the glass. There's a little bit of a glare on it. Yeah, really, really cool. And this is why I came here today. This is just absolutely amazing. So it's 18 meters tall, and it has 18 main arms, and then it has 1,000 little tiny ones that you see. And then it'll have 1,000 eyes. It is just unbelievable. And this whole hall is just something else. So this is what that other one will look like eventually. They just have the concrete piers right now, and they'll put this faux wood on the outside. You can see it's like a dragon wrapped around it. Now you can see why this is a newer temple, but it is just, it's became like one of the most popular ones here in Kanchanaburi. And then you can see the column. The dragon with the ball in his mouth. It's got the lanterns, everything's painted up there. And it's really, really cool. And then you come over here, and it has the same look from all 4 directions. Another little shrine here. Yeah, really, really cool. I can't even describe how fantastic it is. The camera won't do it justice. You can see the hands. Each hand has the little eye. So it's holding something in each hand. Little flags, like a little spear, like a flute. Yeah, really, really cool. And then the other arms are clasped in front. And then this right here itself is amazing, and it's just kind of sitting here just as an extra ornament here around this big Guan Yin. This is the third side of it, and this is where they'll have it set up here where the people, the Chinese Thais, will come over here and make the donations and stuff to the temple. And then this is the last face of it. Now the Guan Yin was a Buddha, but didn't go to heaven because there was so much work to do on the earth. So it has all those arms to do all the work and the eyes to see everything. And you'll see some of them will have 11 heads. This one doesn't. And now there's some smaller Guan Yin statues all around. We'll look in here at these. Yeah, just around that humongous image are these smaller little places here. And they have, each of these are in a different pose. You can see they've carved it and then they've polished it and painted it. It's fantastic. And the Thais come here and they put little coins in each one of these alms bowls, or they'll put them in these blue like tubes. That's how they make the donations to the temple. You can see everything is carved and painted. They don't have the wooden wagon wheels like they do in that other hall. They just have kind of a mesh. But it will look similar to this. You can go out of the side door here. This is a nice look at how that's going to look. Just going to be absolutely massive. And you can see the countryside all around. It's just the rock and the trees. And then this is what this hall looks like. You can actually see a little bit of it because it's mostly covered up with that awning. And every one of them is unique. Pouring out water here. Over here holding a little basket with the fish. And here holding a bottle and something. Here's just doing the pose. Yeah, really, really nice. Yeah, I don't know where they got the inspiration for this. I mean, to sit here and think up this is amazing. But then to actually put it into reality here, you actually make it happen. It's really nice. So they have little data plates. So whoever this is, you see the Chinese writing, donated 200,000 baht 7 years ago. This one here, he donated 200,000 baht also. And I think people have paid for these as well. So you could come here and make a donation to the temple and sponsor one carving. And over here next to it, we'll look at it next before we go to that last building. Just how amazing is this? You can see he's sitting on one of the Chinese style like fish or dragon, whatever that is. Oh, it's a lion. That's something else. Got the long hair. Just from the base up, every little bit of it has got detail. So he's got one foot on the little lion. It has 4 arms. This one here just has 2 arms. And just everything is fantastic here. So we've seen this. Let's walk over to the little workshop that's right here. We'll take one more look here at this big image. All the Thais are out here shaking the sticks and stuff. Yeah, this isn't something that you see every day, that's for sure. Very nice. Over here is all the other little images. and some of the other things they've carved. Yeah, I came over here last time, and they've cleared out a lot of them. Oh, they used to have all these as racks over here also. But I went through and I found the first and the last one of these that they've carved. They have a little plate on it, so you can look over here. This is like 149, and then this one right next to it is 426. Yeah, I searched around here and I found the first and the last ones. And you can see there's the bathroom and stuff over there. And it looks like over here you can make a donation to the temple for the coffins for the needy. And they've moved them over to here, so they're doing something with them now. Looks like maybe they're polishing them up, doing some other little carvings. So that's number 43. And they have the fat Buddha with the other little Buddhas on his shoulder. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they're definitely polishing them and doing the fine sanding and stuff like that. Then they'll put the lacquer on the outside and do any painting and everything. Yeah, there's a sign over there that says something about 2558. So this temple must have been, or they must have opened up this part of it 10 years ago. And this is a magnificent piece here. They've carved that whole thing, and then up there, I don't know where they're going to put that, but that is really, really amazing. Lots of hours put into that by a real skilled craftsman. Okay, so we saw all of this, and that is hard to compare with this anywhere that you will see. But really, really nice. And just more images. I think these are the zodiac signs, like the pig and the dragon, and we got elephants and horses and everything else here. Okay, now let's walk over to that last temple building. Another little shrine with the fish and stuff. Of course, you got lottery sales here. Yeah, the outside of this hall is coming along really nice. We'll walk through here, and that's where the last little hall's at that we'll look inside. I missed this building last time. There's a whole other building here with all kinds of little images. We have some little shrines over there and stuff. Let's look in here. It looks like we got all the Chinese characters. Yeah, there's a whole other place I never even knew was here. Yeah, there's bunches of stuff here. Oh, we got some kids rolling around on the floor doing something with their phone. So you can get the candles and leave them here. Not sure how many images are here. It looks like 60. And then we'll look at the main one and then we'll go over to that last building. Yeah, so they have these little things. I see them writing on stuff. They make donations, and then they also get the little envelope and stuff to give to people, like Chinese New Year. All right, that's this. Kind of an interesting little building. And the Chinese, they know what all of these are. There's all kinds of stories about them. All right, let's go over here now. This is the last building we'll look in here. I think this was probably the original building at this temple. It has some really cool images inside. As always, when you come here, you take off your shoes and go in. So they're burning the incense here. You can see all the detail work and the lanterns, and kind of a cool image. You can see they've rubbed the belly. And this is what it looks like inside. It's a humongous hall. You see the murals up there across the top. There's the fat laughing Buddha here. And it looks like people have made these donations to the temple. And then here's another one of those wood carvings. And here's a smaller version of that Guan Yin. It says do not touch. So you could break the little arms pretty easy. And then this is what this whole building is all about. You see a smaller Guan Yin there. All the little images. And then the 3 Buddhas here. And then over here is a small little room with some more things. We'll look at it. That'll be the last we look at here. All these are carved. Picture of Rama 10 over there. He's holding the sword. And then we have one more image here. So we have, it's a little low light in here. There's 18 images. And again, the Thais come here and they leave the little donations. Yeah, this is an unbelievable place. And they have some small images up there. And just another fantastic carving. And this statue right here is just sitting outside that building. I have a whole little shrine here. The dragon, all the images. And it does have a tour bus, but it's a Thai tour that came over here. That'll finish up our video over here at this temple. This is unbelievable. I'm really happy I came over here and checked this out again today. This is not something that the normal tourists come over to see. The Thai tourists do, and like the Chinese tourists that come into this area, they will come out here to check this out. But if you get a chance and you're here in Kanchanaburi, figure out a way to come over here and take a look at this. You won't be disappointed. It is just unbelievable. And maybe when you get here, that 165 meter tall Buddha will be a little bit closer to being finished. I'll come back in a couple years and check on it again and see how far along it's came. And like I said, I hope I get to see it to where it's 165 meter tall image will be unbelievable. Like, you need to do anything more to this temple. The Guan Yin itself is just fantastic. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button. If you've been here or have any questions, ask me down below and I'll do my best to answer any that you have. And just tell me what you think about that image if you're as impressed as I am. I know the camera won't do it justice, but I did my best. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, stick around, and you're notified when I post a new video. And from over here in Kanchanaburi, remember, life is a journey. Until next time, enjoy.